Yesterday, we started a very important conversation here, what has to do with the Electricity Company of Ghana, issues related to their operations, the meters that people are using. We've seen that the Energy Ministry has given some sort of directive to the Electricity Company of Ghana that you would want to check these meters that people are complaining about. We have conversation of people who have spoken about it in the public. Yesterday, Chris, right after we were done with this place, Chris was like, no, I have to follow up on this thing.
Wow.
So I really like the fire. I really like the fire in you yesterday. It was just like she needed to follow up on this, and she needed to speak to a lot more people. She needed to go out there and get what people are saying about it, and as well as we should try and get the Electricity Company of Ghana to speak about the issues and all that. We had a number of messages, a number of calls, so that actually was the burning sensation in Chris. She went out there to speak to the general public. Let's check out that particular vox pop. When we come back, we'll have a lot more conversation on this.
So there are growing concerns from consumers in different parts of the country when it comes to what they call a sudden hike in prices when it comes to electricity prices. A lot of people have said that their monthly payment is now more, despite no significant changes in their usage. So we are around town right now checking what the widespread concern is and to see if it really matches what we are seeing on the internet. Hi, Kadiri.
Yeah.
All right, so Kadiri, what meter do you use?
Prepaid one.
Okay. And so what has been your experience?
This experience is the way I first I won't say scam. Distributor won't say scam. Because first I won't 200 cities, distributor so 200 cities. First also won't say maybe 200 cities. Until we do mountain why you one we say we can see you say we say we here 100 cities. These people say we here 200 cities now be. This is light in the another.
Okay, so have you Okay, so have you reported to ECG?
Oh, me report to and send me post in the baby. The message report.
All right.
This someone interview say na me can I say. I'm someone the major support everybody now. Okay.
Tell us your experience with ECG right now. What are your experiences when it comes to the meter? What meter are you using?
The prepaid one, the one we buy it online. Okay. That one I'm using it.
Yeah. So have you seen any changes in price?
Very, 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 very bad. Because right now, if you buy prepaid, it's not easy. Yeah. I think so. It was last 2 years. If you buy like 100 CDs, can use it like 1 week, 2 weeks. But right now, if you buy 100 CDs, at least 3 days, you're supposed to go buy another one.
3 days?
Of course. You're not using any air conditioning, just light and normal phones.
Yeah.
Guys.
Wow. So how is that affecting your pocket? How is that affecting the way you live?
Oh, damn. This one. Oh, this one. Like it drains us. Very, very, very much. Because when the rent of the shop is these people it costs part the rent of the shop.
Oh.
Yeah. Because it drains us. Very, very, very hard.
All right. Thank you so much. As you heard him, the rent of the store even costs lesser than the prepaid that they actually buy. Hi, Yawa, how are you?
Fine, I'm fine.
That's good. So Yawa, a lot of people have been complaining about the recent hike in prices when it comes to ECG. Are you facing the same thing?
Yes.
So tell me, how much do you spend when it comes to ECG?
Almost 200 cedis.
Every day?
Yes.
Or every week? How? Tell us.
Every week, 200 cedis.
Every week, 200 cedis. And what do you have in your house?
Only fan and one freezer.
Fan and one freezer?
Yes.
Wow. And has it always been like this, or is something you just noticed?
It's something we just noticed when the previous government came. That's what we are experiencing.
Wow. Okay, so did they change your meter to a new one, or is
Yes.
it's an old meter?
It's new one.
The new meter?
Yeah.
Have you complained to ECG?
No.
Why?
Oh, who am I going to tell? Until you are doing the interview,
All right, still at the cold store, we are going to be speaking to Olivia, who's actually the manager of this cold store, and she's going to tell us her experiences. Hi, Olivia.
Hello.
All right, so Olivia, tell us your experiences when it comes to using the prepaid meter or the postpaid meter.
Recently, whenever we buy from 1,000 to 1,500, it doesn't really last for a month. Then it goes off. So right now, it's very, very difficult for us to.
So you're saying that before you could use 1,000 or 1,005 Ghana cedis for a month, but now it doesn't get up to that point. So which meter are you using?
The new meter.
The new meter.
Yes.
When was it changed?
Last year.
Last year.
Yes.
Okay, so you've been experiencing this since last year. Have you ever told ECG? Did you ever visit them?
No, we haven't.
You haven't. So you just swallow it in, take it in.
Yes. Right.
Okay, so what would you want ECG to do if they're watching this, in case they're watching this, or if you have any questions for them, what would that be?
Right now, we want them to come and check our meters and see if there's a way they can reduce the price for us. We are managing the cold stores here. Okay.
But does this affect you financially?
Yeah, it does. Because right now, we don't really sell that much. Market has been very slow. So if there's no money, it's very hard for us to get enough to buy a prepaid.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. As complaints continue to mount, consumers are just calling for three simple things: transparency, accountability, and fairness. My name is Chris Carter, and this is Breakfast Daily.
So that was Chris Carter, and speaking to the general public, asking them what their concerns are concerning electricity and all that. I think it's a good work you did, and you spoke to them. At least you've moved out of the office to ask them what is really happening concerning the electricity usage and also the meters. But fortunately, we have Charles Niaikwaiku, who is the general manager or external communications electricity company, joining us. Dr. Charles Niaikwaiku, who is joining us live for us to have conversations around this. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I trust you are doing well.
By His grace, we are well. Thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome. First of all, I want to find out from you. Have you received comments or complaints like this at your facility concerning the, so to say, new meters that you've actually fixed for residents or for commercial use?
Yeah, thank you very much once again for this question and also for having ECG this morning. So, as part of our loss reduction program or project, we undertook a mass replacement of obsolete meters. We changed some of our meters which were postpaid to prepaid. And as you may be aware, after 10 to 15 years, it's important that we replace our meters. This is also because at a certain point, the meters would start to malfunction. They will not be able to capture the right consumption of our users. So yes, we undertook this mass replacement. And of course, it came with some of these complaints from customers.
Okay, so now that you're hearing the complaints, how does that make you feel? Because it's become one too many. The ratio of the people complaining seems to be more than the people not complaining at all. I mean, we can all feel it on social media, and obviously when we went out there, it seems like everybody we spoke to had something to say, and it feels like there's a sudden hike in price. So what do you have to say about it, and how does that make you feel?
Okay, so let's put this in context. For instance, ECG only implements tariffs. So if there's an adjustment in tariffs from the PLC, we implement it. That is different from a meter capturing the right usage of a consumer's consumption. These are two different things. So if it is about the meter, we have done a lot of education informing our customers that these are new meters, very smart and intelligent meters, capturing the actual usage and consumption of our customers and what they do or what they use. If there is any issue of the amount involved in terms of purchases, I spent 200 and now I spend 300 or 400, then we can look at a PLC tariff adjustment. So these are two different issues.
So the issues that we got from viewers yesterday says or tends to connote that they are not getting the right reading with the new meters, and the previous meters were okay, that they were not consuming much, but as soon as you installed the new meters, now the consumption went up. What can you tell us about the new meters? We know they are smart meters. Is it that the old one wasn't reading well?
So for instance, that's exactly my point. So if you are using an old car, the efficiency or the effectiveness of that car wouldn't be as a new car. Are you getting it? So if you are using an obsolete meter, not able to capture the correct readings, that's what you are going to experience. And if you have a meter which is smart, able to capture accurate readings, that's the other experience you're also going to have.
How many will you say, put it into numbers, will you say that you've received when it comes to the complaints on this at your various offices, maybe nationwide?
So I cannot put a figure to it. I wouldn't want to speculate. But of course, when it comes to behavioral change or even change management, when you introduce something new, you are going to have such complaints or reaction from customers, which I agree. We've accepted and we've intensified our education or campaigns, educating our customers that, look, the meters we were using previously are meters that were defective. I mean, they were malfunctioning, they were not capturing the right consumption readings and all of that. And that was affecting our revenue. And we need to change, apart from it affecting our revenue, the fact that by law, you are to replace after a certain period, we also have to go by it, so that we can capture the right readings or the consumption of our users.
Do you have men or personnel at your facility that visit these complainants or people who come in to complain to inspect the meters that they are complaining about, and maybe if there are ways you can get it resolved? How do you go about it from the Electricity Company of Ghana?
Excellent. So, for instance, last week, let me give you a scene. Last week, I received a complaint from a customer within the Dansman district. So she lives around the Ave Maria area. So I informed the Dansuman district manager. He dispatched his team to go and inspect. Later realized that there's a meter tampering. Another customer or a neighbor within the same compound house has tapped into the under customers and was actually using or drawing power from that customer. So these are some of the issues that we face. So when we investigated, that's what we saw. There have been issues where, because of bad wiring, bad earthing, use of unapproved technicians has also resulted in some of these things. So we've encountered, investigating, realized that yes, sometimes there are some defects, and we've encouraged our customers to report to the nearest district office. And when we investigate and realize that this is coming from ECG, we immediately replace those meters.
Okay, so
and we have some of our duty is to put it. Okay,
you can continue.
Yes, so we have our staff within some of our units responsible for visiting our customers, visiting their premises, and checking the integrity of their meters.
Right. So when we went out on the streets yesterday, a lot of people said they couldn't go to ECG, or they couldn't come to report to ECG, basically because of how ECG might respond to them. And also when we opened the phone lines yesterday, and the messages we got from people, and one user said that when he or she reported to ECG, they were just told that there was a leakage, and they left it at that. No other recommendation, no other direction on what to do. They just said it's a leakage and just left it like that. So in that situation, what is the person supposed to do?
Well, I'm surprised the ECG officer just told the gentleman or the lady that it's a leakage. The officer is supposed to follow up. As I said, there was a complaint from Dansuman, and then the district manager dispatched the team to go and check. There have been complaints from other districts, from Achimota and all of these places, and they've dispatched for the customers' issues to be resolved. So if we can get the customers' contact, we would follow up and ensure that staff is brought to book, because they wouldn't just tell you it's a leakage. So to be further investigated. Yes.
So will you say that with these new meters, they are reading perfectly well? If everything in your home is well checked, it works perfect, and there isn't any problem with these new meters that you fixed as Electricity Company of Ghana?
I'll say yes. Only the caution that is also a machine.
But
I'll say yes.
Okay. So now, others also say that we come to your facility, we take a very long time before we leave the place, and eventually the issue is not being resolved. I want to find out from you, are you overwhelmed? Are the complaints too many that you don't have enough men to deal with them?
The complaints are not too many. We always attend to our customers. We also have other platforms or channels by which you can reach out to us. We have our social media platforms, we have our emails, we have our contact center and all. And we have, yes, volumes of calls, messages and all. And we try our best to attend to our customers. The issue about delays and all, ECG is an human institution, and I wouldn't even fault the customer. Well, for instance, a customer reports, you ask the customer to accompany to their premises, and they tell you probably they have to go to the market, they have to go to work and all of that. Sometimes you call the customer, the customer tells you, I'm not available. This is not to shift any blame, but these are some of the realities. But we do our best to ensure that we attend to our customers. That's why we have all of these channels. That's why we have offices. We have a certain program that like the clinics that we organize at some of our markets and other centers, receiving customers and take them through some of these issues. We visit their premises, even though sometimes they are very hostile to us. We just tell them we are coming to check the integrity of our meters. We don't have issues. We've also introduced the franchise officer system, where the franchise officer not only come to read the meters or to share bills and all, but also to come and check the integrity of our meters and also interact with our customers. So in certain communities, for instance, where we have our meter readers, they also engage with our customers, ask them about their meters, if there are issues. And with our engineers to our technicians, they are also available to check, especially where it's beyond the customer. Because sometimes the customers have their own electricians that they invite to their homes to check 1 or 2, 3 things about their homes. But we also come and investigate. And when we find out that this is beyond what the customer can do, we take it up on ourselves, we do the investigations. If we have to replace the meters, we do so. So these are some of the challenges, but these are issues that we've been managing for so many years and we continue to manage. The customers are our priority, and we never do anything that will go against our customers.
Yesterday we got another complaint. There was a complaint on the theft of meters, and that if the individuals whose meters have been stolen come to your facility, you ask them to buy new meters. And one individual said that you asked that he should pay an amount of 3,500 Ghana cedis to get the new meter. First, I want to ask you, are the new meters being sold? And if yes, how much is it?
Okay, so when you look at some of these reports, there are reports that would suggest that it is not the fault of ECG or the fault of the customer. If it is as a result, if it's at the negligence of the customer, then you are asked to pay. If it is not if it's the fault of ECG, ECG will place for free. So it depends on the situation. It also depends on whether it is a single phase or a 3-phase. There are a lot of things that will contribute. So if there's a specific issue with that customer, then probably you can share the customer details with me. I'll contact the customer and then we can discuss it further.
So I just want to find out from you, the meters, you are fixing them. Are they for sale, or, and if yes, how much is it? Or if someone is supposed to replace it, is it for sale, and how much is it?
No.
You mean the replacement of the meters?
Yeah, if I need a new meter, for instance, it's free. So for instance, now that it's
Please, let me get this question clear.
okay.
Are you saying that you are looking for a new service?
No, the person's meter was stolen.
Yes.
And the person brought a police report and everything.
Exactly.
So if the person's meter was stolen and there's evidence to that,
Yes.
that's a different
And how much is it?
But
the
if-
meter?
And that's what I'm saying, that it also depends on whether it is a single phase or it's a 3-phase.
Okay. So what if it's single? How much? And if it's the other phase too, how much? Or you can't give us the figure now?
No, I just I'm trying to get the updated charges.
Okay, that's fine. Just to wrap up, so that you can take.
We have different.
Just to wrap up, so that you can take leave of us. Now, the Energy Ministry has ordered a probe into the rapid depletion of ECG prepaid credits. From your outfit, what are some of the things you are going to do to ensure that you probe this well, and some sort of investigation, you come out with findings?
Yes, so ECG has always complied with any directive from the ministry. So we would continue to engage with any committee to probe or to investigate any activity within the company. ECG is ready to comply and also avail itself for any probe.
Thank you so much, Dr. Charles Nia-Ikoeko. I'm sure there are other things that you want us to touch on, but because of time, we don't have enough today. We will definitely try and I would
like to take this opportunity to thank you.
Okay.
And also urge our customers to use our platforms, our social media platforms. When you go to our website, ecg.com.gh, they'll find access to all of our channels, our WhatsApp channel. They can follow us and then know what is going on at ECG. We are grateful.
We would have
contact our yes.
We would have wished to talk about illegal connection and all that.
611 611 0302 611 611, and our website is ecg.com.gh to explore the website, navigate, and get every info that they need. Thank you so much.
Okay.
We are grateful.
Thank you so much. Dr. Charles Nyaikwaiku would have wished to talk about illegal connections and also talk about other things when it comes to your operations, but we do not have enough time. We find time and bring them in the studio. We'll now take a quick break.